Hello viewers, welcome to my channel PC Geo Kimberlite, a source of diamond. Today we are going to see on one of our viewers' request, crystallographic system, practical triclinic system axonite type. How to hold the model and how to know the various forms and indices of a triclinic system. So on the request of one of the viewer, an earlier one, I have already uploaded the various videos on cubic system, hexagonal, tetragonal, orthorhombic, monoclinic as well as triclinic. So all systems are done. Then I have done how to make the revision comparison of the forms, indices, crystallographic axis. That also I have been done. Then the shortcut methods I have been already done. Then now difference between the prism and pyramid. How to identify the first order and second order. That also I have been made as a video and uploaded on my channel PC Geo Kimberlite. Those who are interested, they can go to my channel and they can watch these particular videos and understand the crystallography, the basic part of the crystallography. So today we are going to start the triclinic. But before the triclinic, what I'll do, going to do it now, I'll just make a revision so that we can get the idea. Whatever we have, the various systems are their normal class. So in that first one we have cubic system. Cubic system, it is the Galena. Yes, whenever you remember the name cubic system, Galena type. Then the next one, hexagonal system, it is the Beryl type. Next one is the tetragonal system. Tetragonal system is the zircon type. Then orthorhombic system, barite type. Then monoclinic system, it is the gypsum. These are the minerals we have been going to do it in the FI, most of the minerals. And the triclinic, what we have today is that it is the axonite. So first we'll see the crystallographic axis. What will be the relation of this crystallographic axis? In cubic system, what we have, there are the three axes, A, B and C. This is the C axis running from top to bottom, B axis running from right to left, and A running from front to back. Front is always made as a bold, and the back you could not see, so that is the dotted one. So all three axes are equal, so A will be denoted as A1, B will be denoted as A2, and C will be denoted as the A3. So this is the way you are going to make out. All the three axes are equal. A equal to B, B equal to C. That's why A1 is equal to A2 is equal to A3, and all are perpendicular to each other. This is what we have, the relation of the cubic system. All three axes are equal, perpendicular, and due to this, the whatever A, B, C axes are there, they will be denoted as A1, A2, A3. They are interchangeable. And that's why in cubic system Galena type, we are going to get maximum plane and maximum axis. Whereas the next one, hexa means 6. 6 plus 1. Yes, that will be, see later on. First we'll see the axis. C is the longest one running from top to bottom. B as it is running from right to left. A running from front to back. And now one more axis will be introduced in the front. So now all the three horizontal axes which are there, they are equal. So A will be denoted as A2, B will be denoted as A2, and A3 will be there running from right side to back. So it is coming from back to front, and front is negative side. So here four axes, A1 is equal to A2, A2 is equal to A3, and it is not equal to C. A1 is not perpendicular to A2, A2 is not perpendicular to A3, but all are perpendicular. So whatever A1 plus sign, it is going to make A2, it is the 120 degree, then A2 plus A2 to plus A3, 120 degree, and plus A3 to plus A1, it is 120. So total 360 degree angle which is there, which has been divided by these three horizontal axes which are equal, but they make an angle of 120 degree. Maximum axes are there, But now the planes and axes will be less because of this relation. Because A1, A2, A3 equal, but C is not equal, that is 1. Second option, A1, A2, A3, they are not perpendicular to each other, but all are perpendicular to C axis. Come to the next one, tetra means 4. We'll see the relation later on, 4 plus 1. The zircon, C axis running from top to bottom, again it will be a vertical axis. Longest axis, B as usual running from right to left, and A running from front to back. Now in this case, A and B are equal, so A will be denoted as 1 and B will be denoted as A2 and C will be denoted as your A3. Sorry, it will be C because it is the longest one. So A is equal to B, B is not equal to C, means A and B are not equal to C, and A1 is equal to A2 is not equal to C, A1 perpendicular to A2, A2 perpendicular to C. Now here three axes are there, all the out of the three axes one is not equal, but all are perpendicular to each other. That's the why we are going to have the higher number as compared to the rest one. The form, what we have the element of symmetry we are going to see. Orthorhombic system, again C is the longest one, B is the intermediate one, and A is the smaller one. So A running from front to back, B running from right to left, it is the intermediate, C is the longest. A is not equal to B, B is not equal to C, but all are perpendicular to each other. That is the relation. Now the axes which are there, they are given as the various names are there. Now monoclinic system, again C is the longest one, B as usual intermediate running for, which will be have running from right to left, so it will be B axis, this is C axis. Now A axis is inclined, it is the shortest one, but makes an angle with the the beta angle making with the A axis, B axis. So A is not equal to B, B is not equal to C, A is not perpendicular to B, but B is perpendicular to C. This is what we have, the relation in the monoclinic system. Mono means one axis is inclined. Yes, mono means one. Axonite, C, shorter or longer. Your B axis is a little bit inclined, and due to this, A is also inclined. So all the three axes will be inclined. A will be running from front to back, B will be right to left, and C top to bottom. So A is not equal to B, B is not equal to C, and all are not perpendicular to each other. So this is what we have the relation. As we go towards this side, we'll find out maximum axes will become unequal and they become not perpendicular to each other. Now we'll come to the first one, cubic system, Gallina type. In this cubic system Gallina type, what we have seen, all the three axes are equal and perpendicular. Now we'll go for the next one. What planes, axes and center of symmetries? There the students having a lot of problems are there. Center of symmetry in all systems it is present, so there will be no confusion with each other that all the systems they have the plane of symmetry is present. Cubic system, now what we have, cubes, what we have, the 9 planes are there, 13 axes. Now these 9 planes, in this how many axes are there? 3. So 3 axial and remaining is the diagonal. As it is, write down on the corner, subtract the number, you'll get the middle number 3, 4, 6. Now, if you make out this one, highest number gives you minimum 6 of 2, 4. Number is reduced, it is increased. Still decrease, it is increased. So 6 of 2, 4, 4 of 3, 4, and 3 of 4, 4. So here, so sum of multiplication of these 3, 4, 6 will be always 12. 3 of 4, 4, 4 of 3, 4, 6 of 2, 4. So go in higher number of axes. And you have to start, maximum number give you the minimum number of axes. 6 of 2, 4, 4 of 3, 4, and 3 of 4, 4. So this is the way you have to make out. Now the next one, hexagonal system. Hexa means 6, 6 plus 1. So here we get 7 plane, 7 axes as it is, 1 horizontal, 6 vertical, as it is, write down 1, 6. Rule says higher number gives minimum, that is 2. Now minimum gives maximum. What is the maximum? Here it is written, hexa. So 1 of 6, 4. Similar tetra. Tetra means what? 4. 4 plus 1. So here we get 5 and 5. Can you see now? The number 9 reduced by 2. That is 7. And 7 will go to the number 5, that is reduced by again 2. So number 5, what we have? 1 horizontal, 4 vertical. As it is, write down 4 of 2 fold and 1 of 4 fold. Center of symmetry everywhere it is present. Now still if you go down here, number is reduced by 3 to the 3. That is, the number is reduced by 2 again. So 3 plane, 3 axis, and here 3 axis of 2 fold. It is maximum. So it is 3 of 2 fold symmetry, and all these are the axial one. Then mono means 1. So 1 plane, 1 axis. It is a maximum 1 of 2 fold. Here no plane, no axis, center of symmetry is present. So this is at a glance what we have, the comparison between the normal class with reference to what? The crystallographic axis, their relation, and the form, the whatever the element of symmetry is there. So that's what we have. Just I have been made a revision so that you can get the idea. So now let's start with the what today's video is there about the triclinic system axonite type. Now in the triclinic axonite type, what we have? C is the longest one, and what we have your B axis is inclined. Now A is also inclined. A is a smaller axis running from front to back. B is running from right to left, and this is what we have the C axis. So this is what we are going to draw the diagram about the triclinic system. A is not equal to B, B is not equal to C, A is not perpendicular to B, and B is not perpendicular to C. This is the relation, and due to that, in the plane of symmetry we don't have any plane. Axisymmetry we don't have axisymmetry, only the center of symmetry is present. If you hold the model in the hand, yes, this is what we have, the model of the triclinic system. Just I am going to hold in the center of the face. I am going to hold in the center of the face. The front face is exactly the same on the back side. If I hold here edge, similar edge will be on this side. If I hold the corner, opposite side also I have a corner is there. So this is the way you are going to make out. So here center of symmetry is present, but you can't draw the planes and axes through what we have the triclinic system axonite type. So no plane, no axis, center of symmetry is present. Now the very peculiarity about the what we have about this system is, I'll show you one model, then we will go directly the thing which will be there. Yes, this is what we have, the model which is there. So A axis running from front to back, you are the observer. So from your side, A is going upward side, B going upward side this side, and C will be there. So all three are the inclined one, and here the variation is there about the axis. The next one what we have, the peculiarity about this triclinic system is there, whatever the faces are there, any form is there, we have only two faces, whether it is a pinacoid is there, whether it is prism is there, or whether it is a pyramid. So all they have the two faces. Now normal definition of pinacoid, everyone know what is a pinacoid. We'll make that revision also. What is a pinacoid? What is the prism? And what is the pyramid? See now, all are starts with the P itself. Now, pinacoid definition, it consists of two similar faces. It consists of two similar faces. The index face is going to cut only one axis and remaining parallel to the other two axes. So here, the other three axes are there. So say if your A axis is going to cut, then remaining B and C remain parallel. If your B axis is going to cut, A and C remain parallel. If it is C is going to cut, then A and B remain parallel. So in between there is no comma. It is we are taken in a proportionate. The ratios we are taken, so we don't have to write a comma in between. So 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. It is a pinacoid, B pinacoid, C pinacoid. Front, side, and it is a basin. So this is the way the names are been given. That is the basic. So here the prism is four similar faces, but here with content 2. Once it is half is there, we'll write hemiprism. It consists of the prism, normal definition of the prism, we'll see it consists of four similar vertical faces. It consists of four similar vertical faces. The index face is going to cut your A axis and B axis remain parallel to your C axis. So indices will be 1, 1, 0. Yes, that is a prism, normal prism. But now here in this case, there will be two faces. So what we are going to write the name? Hemiprism. Yes, it consists of two similar faces. It consists of two similar vertical faces. The index face is going to cut your A and B axis remain parallel to C. So 1, 1, 0. Here also indices will be remain same, whether four faces or two faces. Prism having indices 1, 1, 0. But now the face number has reduced to 2. So we write as hemiprism. But indices 1, 1, 0. And in that also, what we are going to make out? 1, 1, 0. A and B going to cut your positive end. But in case, it is going to cut your negative end of B axis. It is going to cut your negative end of B axis, cutting your A positive. Then it will be your what? The left hand and right hand. So RHS, that is called as right hand. RHS, right hand side hemiprism, left hand side hemiprism. So this is the two words we are going to use it for the prism, left hand side and right hand side. For right hand side, we'll write indices 1, 1, 0 and LHS. When we are going to write as a LHS, L, the left hand side is there. So the B axis, which is the left hand side, it is going to cut your negative. So indices will remain same 1, 1, 0. But while you are going to write for LHS, 1 bar 1 0, that will be the indices for LHS. Why come to the pyramid now? Pyramid normal definition, it consists of 8 similar inclined faces. It consists of a pair of 8 similar inclined faces. The index face is going to cut your A axis, B axis, C axis. Means all the three axes are going to cut. So in that 1, 1, 1 will be the indices. But now what we have? Here also we have 2. So now 8 faces are there. If 8 faces are reduced to half, 4, then what we will write? Hemi. Yes, when we are going to make instead of 8, 4 is there, we call it as a hemi. But this 4 again reduced to 2, then we call it is a quarter pyramid. Then this is a quarter pyramid. So it consists of two similar inclined faces. The index face is going to cut your A axis, B axis, C axis. So indices will be 1, 1, 1. So this is what we have. The various forms which are present in the system, the triclinic, and type is the exenite. Now in this system we have the two models are there. Very, very interesting models are there. How to hold this model now? Very interesting one. Yes, I have purposely drawn this white marking. Yes, can you see now? The corner, this corner, opposite corner of side, you hold it properly and make this particular part, the white bar, horizontal. If you hold this way, then what is happening from this end to this end here? What we have the B axis, and this will be your C axis, and this is your A axis, because all these three axes are inclined in this particular system. So this is the way we are going to hold it out properly. Yes, see now the white band which is there, the bar which is there now along this prism. Yes, this white will be vertical, make it exactly vertical, and this is your B axis, this is your A axis, and this is your C axis. This is the way you are going to hold the model. Now once you hold this model, this face, one face, and this side is another. So these are the pair of two similar faces. So these are called as the prism. Yes, these are the prisms are there. Now whichever coming on your right hand, see this face is coming on my right hand side. So it is my RHS. Right hand side hemiprism 1, 1, 0, and this is coming on my left hand side. So this will be a LHS. Left hand side hemiprism 1 bar 1, 0. Here we have 1, 1, 0. This is clear. Now the front face. This is what we have. I'm going to hold, bring it now close so that it can get is this particular phase which is there when you're going to hold it properly. So this phase, what we are going to make out, it is the micropinacoid. What is a micropinacoid? Means the B axis. Micro means B. B remain parallel. So A is going to cut 1, 0, 0. It is coming on the front side. So it is a front pinacoid, A pinacoid, or the name of that B axis, that is a micro, is remain parallel. So it is called as micropinacoid. So this one phase is gone, this gone, this gone. Now come to this particular phase. Yes, these are the inclined faces, two inclined faces, one on the top, one on the bottom. And if you extend, it is going to cut your A as well as C. A cutting here, C cutting here. If you extend, it is going to cut your C or B also. So it is what we have, the pyramid. So quarter pyramid. So in that quarter pyramid, 1, 1, 1 will be here, and here what we have is going to cut your B positive, A negative, bar 1, 1, and C again negative side. So what we are going to write, bar 1, 1, bar 1. So that is the indices of the lower what we have, the pyramid is there. The similar one, this is already gone now. Here also we have a pyramid is there, and this is what we have, the quarter pyramid 1, 1, 1, that is there. And here also one pyramid is there. So that is also a pyramid 1, 1, 1. So these are the forms which have been preserved. This is the way you are going to hold the model. I'll again with the yellow one, we'll see now. If you get the idea, this is what we have, the holding position. Make it this particular part is vertical, and you'll get the positions of the axis. I think this is the clear for this model. Yes, come to the next model what we have. Whichever the face, now this is the C axis vertical, and whichever the most inclined face, this is the two inclined faces. Yes, and this is another one. So this is your inclined face. So what we have, the scale here. If you extend, this is your A axis. See now, the B is running from right to left in the upward direction, and the C will be here. What we have, the C axis. So here, this is the side pinacoid. Yes, this is the side pinacoid. This is the prism. 4 vertical faces. Prism, full prism is there. So here prism is there. So 4 vertical faces. Pinacoid, side pinacoid is there. Then what we have here, we have the basal pinacoid. This bigger face which is there, it is a basal pinacoid is there. Then we have 2 quarter pyramids. So 1, 1, 1, and 1 bar 1, 1. So this is what we have, the model from the triclinic system. So here, this is the way the holding position of that particular triclinic system. I have tried to clear it out by holding the models and explaining you how you can find out the axis and their relation, and how you are going to hold a triclinic system model. If you have any problems, please write on into the comment section so that I can answer your questions. Thank you. Have a nice day.